And welcome back. We're here again from the show floor at Gamescom 2015. We're live from the Elite Dangerous booth. All people walking past us suddenly looking over at us. Yes, do come by and have a play of our amazing game. It is incredible. I'm sure you guys at home can attest to that. So we're going to show some CQC footage in just a moment. I think we're going to play the trailer as well, which is amazing. Yep. I'm joined again by John Karash Virgo. He's joining us here to chat over about CQC. We're going to show some live gameplay from people playing. I think we might even have an ambassador or two playing down there as well to make sure we get some nice shots there. Yeah. Have I just pulled the curtain back and revealed some of the magic there? I think I have. But before the break, we had an amazing chat with Sandra Samarco, and we absolutely loved talking to Sandy, and I think you guys at home really appreciated it too, and it was great. So hopefully, I don't think we're going to, unfortunately Sandy's going home now, but we are going to have Eddie Simons, and I know he's already been, people have already been asking him questions on Twitter, things to talk about on Twitter, so I think he's got a few answers for some of your questions as well, which I think is super cool. But for now, before the break, we asked, I think the question was, what was the name of the star system that you started at in the original Elite back in 1984? What was the name of the star system? And I'm going to put John on the spot right now, and I'm going to say, John, what is the answer to the question?
Was it Lave?
It is indeed Lave. The name borrowed by one of our favorite communities, the Lave Radio team as well, which actually you've been on in the past as well, which I think is fantastic. So laveradio.com, check those guys out. They do a weekly show about the game. I think it's fantastic. But yeah, Lave was the original start system, and you could find Lave in Elite Dangerous too. So the winner of that, and I do have those notes here somewhere. We've got the random name in here. It is at Commander Calvert. So if you're at home, Commander Calvert, you have won yourself an exclusive Gamescom paint job, which you won't be able to get anywhere else other than being here and playing our game today. So if you want that exclusive paint job and you're here and you can hear me, make sure you play the game. At home, stay tuned in because I've got two more to give away today. There's going to be two more trivia questions. Also, we do have the hashtag EDGC15. Make sure you use it to ask us lots of questions on Twitter. Do keep the questions coming through on the Twitch chat as well, because we do really appreciate those, and we have been looking through those the whole day, and we will be looking through those all week. So we understand a lot of you have a lot of burning questions about certain elements, about the new expansion coming. But today we're here to talk about the game. So we want to have lots of questions about gameplay, lots of questions about what's coming to Elite Dangerous Horizons, and maybe I can badger Eddie later on when we talk to him, give him the nudge and see if he can answer some more of the questions too. But it's all about gameplay today. It's all about gameplay tomorrow. If you go to the forums, you might see some of the questions being cleared up there. But today, this Twitch stream, all about promoting Elite Dangerous, positive message, all about new players. Now I've got that out of the way, I actually do want to do one more reminder first as well, of course. We do have that secret question every day that we're doing a new question, and your answers at the end of the day, I'm going to pick one person at random, and that person is going to get to name their own planet in the Elite Dangerous universe. We, of course, want to know what when we pick the winner, we want to hear straight away what that name's going to be, and I can read it out tomorrow. But the question today, we just want to know, what is it that you love about Elite Dangerous? I love Elite Dangerous because, tell us with the hashtag EDGC15, and at the end of the day, you might be picked as the lucky winner to name your planet. We're only doing 2 more of those, and then after that, I'm not sure when that chance is going to be available again. So make sure you use that hashtag and get answering on Twitter. So, CQC. Okay, we are here promoting Elite Dangerous Horizons, which of course is our amazing new season of expansions. It's a full year of new content that you're going to be getting. I think it's going to be such an incredible thing. It started with planetary landings, which a lot of people at home have wanted for quite some time. But secondarily, we also have 1.4 still coming out, which has CQC, which is our close quarters combat. So I think we do have the trailer queued up. So if we can play the trailer for that, and then we can show some people playing it on the show floor. Fuck.
All right.
That was on message.
Oh, that's mine. Do you want a clean one?
The Federation welcomes you to CQC, Closed Quarter Combat Championship. Hoisting the house flag.
Such an awesome trailer. I think you agree, John. It's really action-packed, and it's showcasing some of those new weapons as well that are used in CQC. Showcasing, of course, the Condor as well, which they have there, which people haven't had the chance to play with in game. Showcasing all sorts of different stuff. The different modes that we'll have as well with the team deathmatch and the capture the flag mode. You see that sphere,
Capture the data sphere,
which looks so cool. Yeah, the data sphere that's following. It looks absolutely amazing. But today, I think we're showing the death matches, and I think we can bring up some death matches on screen. I don't know if they're waiting in the lobby or not right now, but I suppose we can bring that up when they're ready. But you have had the chance to play. You sat down yesterday with it, but I do know that you were lucky enough. You were one of the very lucky ones who were able to play it very early on in development because we invited you in before E3.
Just before E3.
Yeah, and you got to see it being played. In fact, you got to sit down and play it yourself. What did you think then?
Oh, I was blown away, and it was the hardest thing in the world not to say anything about it. I thought it was amazing. I absolutely loved the fact that you can go in and say instant action, just jump in, and it was just that sort of experience that I love from like that PvP combat, and it was just wonderful. It was really, really good. And seeing what the guys have done with the polish that's been put on it in the last couple of months.
Yeah, so how has it come on in that time? Have you noticed balancing changes and things like that? Or?
Definitely, just so much polish and tweaks and changes to the way that it works. The HUD has been redone as far as I can see. All the extra elements for the team modes. You can see at the top of the screen here at the moment, you see the red and blue for the two sides of the team. You know, just subtle little things. I think there's a hit indicator which has been added in now, so people can see the directionality of where you're getting hit as well, which is really nice. And of course, the commentary as well. You've got the commentator talking over saying, you know, red team has the data sphere, that kind of thing, which is wonderful, you know, to see that instant feedback of what's going on.
Yeah.
I'm loving this gameplay now. It's awesome to see this running live as we speak now, literally over on the table next to us. And one of the things I love about CQC, it's all about that getting up close and personal with the level geometry, the asteroids there, the building structures. If you can get in close and you can hide out of sight of other people, they're going to lose their target lock on you, so that really changes up the gameplay.
You can see this flying through the tunnel there, or attempting to fly through the tunnel.
Bouncing through the tunnel,
Bouncing across this tunnel.
Whoa.
Yes, I think you might be able to recover.
Thank goodness for shields in this century.
If you're listening, try that again. Let's see if you can get through back there through a little smoother next time.
But I love that. It's that real feeling of like Star Wars, isn't it? That kind of just feel awesome flying through those tunnels, get up close and personal with the various ships in there.
Well, actually, I think one thing that just does demonstrate, and we have to be sort of kind of careful with what we say, is that there is a little bit more, because CQC, these ships have been specially designed, so that there is a bit more bounciness, there is a bit more forgiveness when you are colliding with these structures to make it part of, it can even be used, I've actually clipped things on purpose to knock me into a turn.
Yeah, to keep the gameplay fast. I mean, that's one of the key things about CQC.
A much smoother journey through. And one really cool thing about I don't know if you can quite get it at home, but one of the really amazing things about those tunnels is the sound. And Elite Dangerous obviously has really, really amazing sound design. If you get the chance to listen to some of those sounds, you know, with the headset on,
that was awesome.
When you're flying through those tunnels, there's a whole new soundscape that's been created for it.
So the ship's computer takes over, and you get that real kind of like echoey, very close feedback, and it's wonderful. It really just gives you that sensation that you're in a tight space and you need to be more careful with your maneuvers. It's really, really awesome. That was something that was added in since I last played it. So I'm loving it at the moment. The current build, I mean, even graphically as well, it's come a long way. It just looks absolutely stunning. I can't wait to get home and play more.
Yeah, no, me neither. So of course, we've got some power-ups. I don't know if you know much about these. You can talk about them.
Just heading towards the power-up now, so he's just got the damage multiplier power-up there. It's going to give him a little bit of a weapons boost for a short period of time. So he's made short work of that Eagle.
He was called To Assured Win.
Yeah.
Didn't look like his namesake.
Yeah, that's what's one of the cool things about CQC is these power-ups. It really kind of keeps the gameplay fresh, and it can completely turn it on its head as you're flying along. Suddenly someone gets a shield boost or something. It's like you have to change your tactics and get out of the way.
So he's approaching Two-Headed Onion here, but he is being shot as well from behind, so he is going to have to turn around, make use of his radar, and see the flashing symbol. You can see the enemies flashing on the radar, so he's turning back around.
There, show you where the damage is coming from. So he's lost his shield now, but he's spinning around. He's trying to get on the six of the other ship there. Yeah. So that other ship's now got another target. It's going to be a close one, I think, with the shields down.
That's the thing. He's going to have to find a balance between having the system shields or actually putting more into his engines and trying the weapons out.
And he's done exactly the right thing there. Put full power into systems for that period of time there. Got the shields back up. Now full power to weapons. Get back on his tail.
So Two Labian Eyes there. He has broken line of sight and managed to get away after using chaff as well to confuse two pirateers tracking.
So the countermeasures are a key thing, particularly in close quarters combat as well, because you've got the gimbaled weapons. You use those chaff to knock the gimbaled weapons off. It's going to give you that valuable seconds to get away, get your shields back up. I love the fact that it's just constantly throwing new challenges at you. You've got to think every second. You've got to think about what you're doing. That moment-by-moment gameplay is just, it's really, really awesome. It's great fun to see.
I think that as well, it's really cool to see as well. We've had some more experienced players, and you can really see when those experienced players have come on, because in fact we have one of the ambassadors came up to me just before and said, Ed, I thought you might want to know, some guy has been around 10 times to play the game now.
Really? Oh,
yeah,
wow.
and he keeps just coming back and joining the back of the queue. So he either really wants to win that raffle Xbox prize, or he really likes the game. I'm going to go for the latter, just because, you know,
it's awesome. I mean, who wouldn't want to play it over and over?
Yeah, no, it is. It's really cool. But I think he's won about 5 times too, so he's going to go for that. So I'm sure we'll see him again. And if he does come back, maybe we'll invite him up for a chat.
Exactly. Yeah, absolutely. I can't blame him. I mean, in that position,
so
I do
Mad
the same.
Miola was trying to go for that, the speed. So the damage, double damage boost.
Damage boost again, yeah. So, I mean, like I said, you've got to have these key choke points on the map there, which you've got to keep your eye on them. Like I said, if someone goes for that weapon power up, then you've got to think about changing up your tactics, maybe hiding out of the way, waiting for that power up to burn off a little bit. Yeah, but it really gives you that kind of esports atmosphere, which is brilliant.
So I don't know if we're going to see any of the other power-ups in this match, but perhaps we will in the next one. But there are lots of different power-ups available. I don't know if you
The shield boost, the weapon boost, the speed boost. There's a stealth boost as well, so make you harder to track for a short time.
Yeah.
So I love the fact that it's all of the elements of the core game are there, but it's all been just amped up and just made really, really fun to just jump in and play. And that's one of the most important things, isn't it? Hey, there we go.
It is not down.
You can't always win.
Not everybody's untouchable. Yeah.
But the fact that it is a separate mode in itself, isn't it? So there's no risk from losing what you've gained in the main game. You can come in, you can dive in, you can just play without any risk.
Two Lavian eyes there going for a strange approach.
There we go.
Standing still and firing.
Standing still and firing, yeah.
Hey, he did all right. I think he came second or something. So they've just finished their game. What we will have seen as well afterwards is that you actually get ranking points. So like your ranking will increase as well.
Yeah.
That's a new thing, very, very new concept to Elite Dangerous. We do, of course, we have rankings. We have obviously harmless to elite in combat. We have aimless to elite in exploration, and penniless to elite in trade. Yeah. So now we've got a new one.
Four key pillars.
Can you remember what the first one was in the CQC?
Helpless.
Helpless.
Yeah.
I'm glad you remember, John, because I didn't. So helpless to elite, which is super cool. Obviously, we're still working at making sure that the balance is right in terms of how long it takes to get to those rankings.
Yeah.
But the more you rank up as well, there are individual ranks in that, like 2. I think I can't remember the level cap because again, I think that they're still working on balancing out, making sure there's enough experience that means it's a long-lasting experience. You play for a long time. But yeah, you get upgrades and things like that you can apply to your ship. There's just so much to keep you coming back to play CQC. At the moment, of course, I think it's flipping between 2 maps.
Yeah. Okay. I think we've got Elevate as one.
Yes, I think so. So maybe they'll be showing the other map next time. I'm not sure because you can actually skip the map. Okay. But of course, there are going to be more maps coming to CQC in the future. So you're going to start in about 6 seconds. You can see this is what the waiting lobby looks like. You can see that skip button I was mentioning there. But yeah, we're going to start in Cluster Compound again.
Yeah.
So there's a very deceptive red space in this. I was talking to Dan Davies. He's probably not happy when we mention this again. But he's like, no, red means stop. Why does no one mean that red?
Big circle.
Everyone's like, oh, cool, I want to ride through that cool red-looking thing. Yeah. So on screen there, we saw the model for the Condor as well.
Oh, the new Condor, yeah, and it's flying one
Which
here.
looks lovely.
I absolutely love this. Like I said, I was very lucky to try one of these out a couple of months back, and absolutely awesome. So much fun to play, so nimble, so quick. You can turn around really quick, do a 180, which I think I did to you, didn't I, Ed? I'm sorry.
No, I don't remember that.
No, it's just so much fun. I mean, I love the fast maneuverable ships. In the main game at the moment, I've just worked up to the Anaconda, the biggest ship in the game. Coming back and playing with these smaller ones, you realize how much fun they are, and you realize that all of the ships have got their own character, and I absolutely love this one. It's just so much fun.
So how does it feel? How does it feel different for those who might not have had the chance to use it yet at home? How does it feel different?
Oh, I mean, it turns so quickly. You could literally have the G-force limits come in, and you red out as you turn rapidly. You put the boost on and spin. you can turn around in this ship faster than any other ship. It allows you to really get the drop on it. So whilst obviously it's smaller, it doesn't have as much hull plating and shielding as some of the other ships, but it's so quick, you can just get out of the way. Like I said, it's all about sticking close to the walls and getting in the tunnels, staying out of the way, and you can balance the the trade-offs between the designs of the ships. So it really does play to different styles. There we go, zipping through the tunnels.
That was
there, which is awesome.
a much nicer way through the tunnel there. So a lot of people ask as well about the F-63 Condor and it coming to the main game. While I can't confirm anything just now, I think people have a lot of people, and if anyone could put a link to it in the Twitch chat, that'd be really handy. A lot of people have seen that trailer where you see it coming out, dropping out the bottom. Again, that's not me confirming anything. I'm just saying you've seen the trailer, right? I mean, everyone's seen it. I can't remember which trailer was it that we did that for.
That was the Xbox one? Was it Xbox?
That's the Xbox
trailer?
One, yeah. So it's worth somebody putting that in the Twitch chat. It'd be really, really cool. Also, to reminder quickly, we are taking questions under the hashtag EDGC15. And questions from the Twitch chat as well. We're talking about the game today, we're talking about CQC, we're talking about even if you need starter tips, if you want some advanced tips, we really want to see those come into the chat so that later on we can talk about them when we do an advanced tutorial later on. We're just trying to bring Gamescom home to you and give you that Gamescom experience, and a lot of this is about learning new things. So, also, we of course have that question, which is tell us why you love Elite Dangerous using the hashtag EDGC15. We will of course look through at the end of the day, all the answers. We'll pick one at random. In fact, we'll get them all together in the same box and pick one at random. And the person we choose will get to name their own planet in Elite Dangerous. And I think that's really cool. So if you don't own Elite Dangerous yet, you should still do it. Pick up a copy of Elite Dangerous, and then you can get your own planet named in there. So I think that's pretty cool. So, back to the more CQC.
Yeah.
John,
more action.
Tell us more about what's happening on screen.
Oh, well, you can see here, I mean, this is deathmatch mode. There's 3 key modes that are coming along with CQC. We've got a deathmatch, which you see at the moment, so straight up 6v6 action. You have the team deathmatch, and then you also have the capture the data sphere, which you mentioned here. I love the fact that this is just like all-out mayhem. Everyone's going after everyone else, and it really is that kind of picking off individual targets so you can see the weak ones, trying to get the score on those ones. I love that sort of gameplay. But equally, I tried the capture the data sphere as well with the Q&A team back a couple of months ago. They are ruthless, the Q&A team.
Yeah, those guys are really, really great.
Brutal.
I think we talked about it yesterday, but in the team deathmatch mode, they would work together. So they capture the flag. They would work as a pack. They would actually create shields around each other as they flew around.
Yeah.
It's well, one of them stays back at the base to make sure that nobody picks up their flag.
Yeah.
That's the way that it works, or at least the way it works at the moment. It is available now on the game preview program. CQC is out there. You can play this at home right now if you own an Xbox One. So I do recommend picking it up if you haven't already tried it at home, because you will get to play those modes that we're talking about as well. The only reason we're showing just the deathmatch today is because obviously we're having a lot of people come through. We wanted to make sure it was nice and simple. A new group has just sat down to play. I hope they have a good time.
Yeah. It's awesome stuff going on. I mean, one of the key things that's been added in for like the power-ups, they show up on the scanner in the center there as well, so you know where those, like I said, the choke points, the key areas of the map. And as people are getting used to the map, you can see them, they're starting to use those very narrow passages to get through. There we go.
There's a lot of action going on in that shot there, wasn't there?
Yeah. Like I said, it's all about that sticking close to the walls there. See on the scanner in the center there, we can see that gray indicator, so just above the player at the moment, there's that power up there. It's doing pretty good at the moment, 400 to 1. There's the power up. There you go. So it's one of those things you get used to the new features that have been added on, and people are going to really start to learn the maps. Like it's that full 6 degrees.
That's
of freedom,
right.
isn't
That's
it?
absolutely correct. I think that once people have learned those choke points, once people have learned how to get to the certain power-ups first, really making use of all the power-ups in the map and all that space, making use of the line of sight breaking, which is really, really key in the main game. Of course, you can keep locked onto somebody and you will stay
as long as they're
locked
within your
onto
sensor range.
even if they're behind a asteroid or something else. You'll always be able to see them on that radar. In this, if they go behind an object,
line of sight,
that line of sight means that you lose that signal. It's just a way to make it a bit more tactical. Those people can, like you say before, slow down, come back around, use flight assist off to actually knock into reverse in some ways.
And I think you can see here as this guy's targeted there, I think he's just used his chaff, so it sent the gimbaled weapons off on Orion there. And you can see he is just trying to get away, trying to find some geometry behind. Right, there you go, so he's heading on that asteroid. There's the line of sight, it's breaking away now. So,
he's hopefully, yeah, well, he came back
so he
out
managed
there,
to reacquire the lock by chasing him around the other side of the asteroid. But it really goes to show that that subtle little change has really just made the gameplay faster, and it's given him enough time to get away from that attacker there, which is awesome.
Which is awesome. But also that player should have known to turn around and use that radar.
Yeah, exactly. You could use that to your advantage.
Yeah, cut his losses, hide back, get those shields back up online.
That's what I love about it. It's introducing this new, more tactical way of the combat, and I think it's really going to help people bring that back into the main game as well and learn. And it's just wonderful to see people enjoying it. And I think the team reacted the same way when they saw me playing it for the first time as well. It was just wonderful to see. I was right up close to the screen. It was just awesome fun. Awesome fun.
And you can see there as well. That was our booth. Like that is actually the live footage coming through. Those are the guys playing. It's such a cool atmosphere here, and.
You see the gimbaled weapons going off there. Going for that damage thing. This is very much like the quad damage in Quake. Whenever you see the quad damage, you want to go for it. Everyone runs for the quad damage. It's exactly the same.
Well, I think the people will realise the use of that. I think if they knew exactly what those things did, they would go for those things straight away.
Yeah.
Also, speaking to Dan Davies, he's obsessed. The guy, he's a lead designer on CQC. Dan Davies is with Jim Stimpson as well. I want to give all those guys credit. In fact, that whole team who helped design it, those guys are amazing.
Yeah.
I spoke to Dan about it, and he loves esports. He loves things like Dota 2 and League of Legends, all that sort of stuff. And he was just like, can this be an esport? And he wants it. He would absolutely love it if the community embraced it in that way. But of course, we're not stupid. We know that it has to be picked up by the community.
Yeah.
It has to be have the right balancing done to it, and the guys are going to work seriously hard if the community do show their love for it. So hopefully when it comes out on the PC and Xbox for final release, you guys will really embrace it and see it as a fantastic addition to the Elite Dangerous universe rather than something to replace it, because it's just an amazing way that you can experience combat in those smaller ships, like you said.
Exactly. Yeah.
Not worry about having your insurance costs millions on your Anaconda, like you were saying before. You don't have to worry about that sort of stuff anymore. So we are coming up to 22 at the moment. So we are going to take a little bit of a break in about 3 minutes' time. But I just wanted to say again, thank you so much, John, for coming by.
Pleasure.
I think we're going to cue the trailer again in just a moment. Just why not? Why not bookend it? Hey, it is a great trailer. You want to see it. You can see those elements we were talking about with the different power-ups, and you can see examples of the game. Also, look out for Bova Flux, because he gets killed right at the end. That is Eddie Simons, who will be coming back later on to chat with me some more. But I thought that was a cool tidbit there for you. But I think we do have another question, another trivia question. Let me just have a look here. It'll bring up the notes. Okay, so like I said, EDGC15, make sure you use the hashtag when answering this question, because we're going to have a look at all that after the break and make sure that you, sorry, I'm running out of voice here a little bit, I apologize. EDGC15, make sure you use the hashtag. So, how many credits did you start with the original Elite? So we know where you started, we know which star system you started in, but how many credits did you start with in the original Elite?
1984.
So it is different from the
It is different
Elite
from the current
Dangerous.
version, yeah.
But anyway, I think we should cue up the trailer. Thank you again for watching. We'll be right back. I'll let you know on Twitter when we're coming back with more. But thanks again for watching. We'll speak to you soon.